Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're going to be swatching some Pat McGrath matte trance lipsticks and 3 of her lip glosses. I have 6 lipsticks and 3 glosses, so we're going to do some swatches and talk all about them. So yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead, keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your favorite shades down below and what you think about Pat McGrath lipsticks. Have you tried them? Do you have any thoughts or opinions? Drop them in the comments, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some swatches. So I have 6 of the matte trance lipsticks. I have minis. I pick up the little, when they do the little samples of minis, I buy those because it's a great way to try out the brand and get a good sampling of the shades across the board, try out the formula, all that. And the investment is not nearly as big. These individually full size retail for $39. You can get these little mini packs. A lot of times you can get them on sale even or on clearance, but there's always sales and deals on Pat McGrath's website as well. So minis are the way to go with these. And I also picked up a little pack of the minis of glosses. Let's just swatch all these out and see what they look like on the lips. Let's start with the shade called Christy. This is a light pink shade. I'll put some more information about each one of them on the screen. But yeah, this is just kind of a nice light pinky color. Nothing too unique or special. Yeah, just a soft, kind of a little bit warm pink. So this is the shade Christy. And yeah, these do have like a soft matte finish. They're not like super duper suck the life out of your lips matte. It's a very, very thin formula. I've noticed that this is one of those matte formulas that will, because it's so thin, it does show a little bit of like any lines or creases you might have in your lips, and it will show any, like if you have chapped lips or anything like that going on, it's going to show it. These aren't the most flattering on the, as far as that goes, formula, but they're still nice. I think they're pretty lipsticks. But if I was going to go for a matte lipstick like this, it's a very similar formula, I would go with the Milani Color Fetish matte lipsticks. I think they're more flattering on the lips and smooth looking. But still, this is a pretty formula, but it's just not quite as nice, honestly. To be real with you, and these retail for 40 bucks. I want them to be a little bit nicer. To me, these aren't anything special beyond a drugstore lipstick. Yeah, there's better drugstore lipsticks, in fact. You're not going to get like crazy long wear with these or anything like that. They're just very traditional soft matte lipstick. Like, it's not completely, totally powdery matte either. But they're nice. They're nice. It's just not my number one go-to formula. The shades where things kind of stand out, but still. Anyways, this is Christy. You can see, like, I don't think it's quite as flattering as the other lip swatches we've done, right? But they are very, very thin and comfortable, so there is that. But yeah, I bought these minis because I honestly think this is one of those formulas that was pretty overhyped products, and I got real excited about it. Bought a couple of packs of the minis because, like, oh, I gotta try that. There's some shades in here that I love, though. Just, I think the formula could be better. Okay, next up we have Beautiful Stranger, which is a bit more of a little bit more vibrant, warm pink in comparison. So this is Beautiful Stranger. It's probably not my favorite shade on myself. I don't love these kind of warm pinks. So this one I think is the least favorite. But it's still a nice shade. It's just not a shade that I go for very often. But if you're looking for a nice warm pink. Alright, and next up we have the shade 1995, which I really do like this one. It is a really nice kind of cool tone going into that greigey lip look. It's got that kind of a muted smokiness to it. I think it's a really pretty shade. So 1995 I think is probably one of my favorite ones, and one that's more used from this range. Next we have Omi, which I believe is after Naomi Campbell. I really enjoy this one. This is another one that I reach for quite often. It's just a little bit deeper than 1995. It's a little more brown in it. It's a really pretty shade. It's a nice color. So this is Omi. Yeah, these two I really like. 1995 and Omi. And I know the next one is, I think, might be my favorite. Now, I do like how the formula feels on lips. It's so thin, so comfortable. It's just, I feel like if your lips are not properly hydrated and exfoliated, it's gonna show. And if you have a lot of wrinkles or texture on your lips, it's gonna show. All right, next one is Flesh 3, which I think might be my favorite. Can you tell why? It's one of those deep raisin colors. So this is Flesh 3. Yep, I love this shade. This is a good shade. If I was gonna buy one in a full size, it would probably be this shade. All right, and lastly for the lipsticks, we have Fever Dream, which is such a fun color. This is a gorgeous summery, warm, reddish terracotta. So this one is Fever Dream. It's a nice like coral. But overall, are any of these shades particularly unique that you couldn't find at the drugstore? I don't think so. There's not any special nuance within them or anything that crazy unique, and I think you could find better formulas at the drugstore for considerably less. But if you were gonna pick one of these up, I do recommend her minis and like the little mini packs you can get. I just think that's the best kind of deal before like investing in a full size. These do like stain the lips though. That is something they do. All right, next up we have 3 of the glosses. I'm going to start with the shade called Lavendering. And all 3 of these have a pretty metallic-y, sparkly finish to them that I have. Lavendering is this, well, like a lavender, kind of lavender purple shade, almost silvery looking with a bit of a green to purple shift. But it's not like in your face, over the top looking. Like they're not weird looking, they look pretty. All right, so this one is Lavendering. I love this shade. This is a fun color and it looks beautiful over lipstick. And I think the formula on the glosses is pretty nice. It's definitely not a sticky formula by any means. It has almost more of that oil feel to it, like a gel feel. It's comfortable. There's no fragrance, there's no plumping, none of that. It's just beautiful colors. It's not the most long wearing gloss, but I definitely think it's nice, and the colors are more interesting than a lot of other lip gloss lines that I've seen. The closest thing I could find that for like a kind of a dupe feel is from Wet n Wild, actually, in their Zodiac line of glosses that you can still get at Walmart. Those are fairly similar, but these are a little bit more comfortable on the lips. They don't feel gritty or anything like that. And they're fun colors. So this one is Lavendering. All right, next up, which I think is my favorite of the glosses, this is Naked Rose. And it is a rose color with a bit of a greeny gold shift within. It's fun. Again, looks beautiful over lipsticks. This one has a little bit more pigmentation to it. So yeah, this one is Naked Rose. All right, and last we have the shade Dreamscape, which is a copper with a gold to purple flip within it. Sugar Pill also makes some lip glosses that are pretty similar to this, that are, I think, about half the price. And of course the Wet n Wild one's way cheaper and a ton more fun colors too. This is a really good shade also. Isn't that pretty? This is Dreamscape. I actually had this layered over 1995 at the beginning of the video. So yeah, I think you could definitely get by without ever needing to spend the Pat McGrath price point for these lipsticks or something very, very comparable from the drugstore. I don't think these are the most groundbreaking formula, and I didn't think that when they first came out. The packaging, 10 out of 10, super cute. Very cute packaging. It's fun. They're nice shades, but I don't think there's anything inherently unique or innovative with them. I think the glosses are more fun if you're looking for a unique shade or something. They do have some really nice colors, and they're very comfortable and just good solid lip glosses. Standout shades for me are Flesh 3, Omi, and 1995, but I also really like Fever Dream. Christy and Beautiful Stranger, not really my type of color. They're a little too warm pinky. I don't know, they're just really not my favorite. I do find myself reaching for them. The 3 shades here, Omi, 1995, and Flesh 3, fairly often because I like the colors, but they could probably be easily duped from the drugstore, and I think the formulas at the drugstore are a little bit better and other brands. I think it's just a little too thin on these to where it settles a bit into any fine lines that you have on the lip or any flakiness or whatever. It's just gonna kind of cling to it. Whereas I found like the Milani ones, or like even like the Maybelline ones, they are a little bit thicker and they have a bit more of a dimethicone in them that really smooth the lips out. I don't find these to be particularly smoothing on the lips. However, the pigmentation is great, the comfort level is great. So yeah, also really high price point at $40. I think they're $39 is for a full size and $29 for the lip glosses. But if you are interested in trying out some of these, I recommend going for the minis. Save yourself some money. Just get the minis, and if you absolutely fall in love with a shade, get you the full size. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below if you liked any of these shades. Do you have any shades at home that you think I would like? Yeah. Let me know what other brands you would like to see some swatches from as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.